Super Bowl party for hard-die fans, or just for those who want to watch the ads, you can step it up a few notches and go beyond the huge. We put together a few tips and fun recipes on how you can give your guests the ultimate experience. Here's a fun way to decorate your house. Hit your nearest home improvement store and buy a small patch of AstroTurf. You can cut into little circles and you can use that as coasters. It's fun, easy, and very affordable. Now for the picky eater or health-conscious guest, you can create a potato bar. Lay out a few potato wedges and add a range of toppings like fat-free sour cream, shredded cheese, or even salsa. Bonus points if you use sweet potatoes instead. And we can't forget about our little mini football fans. You can keep the kiddos busy and make them feel part of the party by pre-baking some sugar cookies in football-themed shapes and have them decorate in their favorite team colors. Also, bonus cleanup tip, you can use decorating cookie pens instead of frosting, which will ultimately get everywhere. Now, of course, no Super Bowl party is complete without a little booze. Give your guests a selection of beers that reflect the names, mascots, or hometowns of their favorite teams. For all my Dolphins fans, you can toast to a new chapter for the Fins as the football season comes to a close with Hurricane Reef Lager. And one thing you won't have to worry about here in South Florida is getting heaters for your Super Bowl party, but our friends up north, well, they're not as lucky. Meteorologist Betty Davis has your Super Bowl forecast. We've all seen the hashtag That Awkward Moment, showcasing some of the most cringeworthy moments in our lives. Well, now embarrassment takes the big screen in the movie by the same name, starring Zac Efron, Miles Teller, and Michael B. Jordan.
From picking up girls at a bar.
Is this the part where we go home? Because I'm not really.
You're sitting on my coat.
To the essential rules of the man cave.
This is a den of testosterone. You can't invite a girl to a place like this.
That Awkward Moment is full of non-stop laughs and insight to the male brain. I caught up with the cast of That Awkward Moment as they dish about the inner workings of the male psyche. And although the movie is a comedy, it touches on a few topics we've all been through, like heartache.
You know, nowadays people are jumping into relationships very, very young, and they're burning themselves out by the time they're like 26, 27. And nowadays people are just so quick to like get out of situations and run away and not really work through the hard times due to like social media and stuff like that and all the distractions that are out there. So I think it speaks to a lot of people, in this generation that are going through that same thing.
The movie follows these three amigos as they vow to stay single after one of them gets dumped. The plan hits a bit of a bump when they each fall in love and have to secretly work around their pledge to bachelorhood.
Hey, it doesn't mean what you think it means.
It doesn't?
Oh, what does our relationship mean to you then?
Wait, you guys are in a relationship?
With a film with the word awkward in the title, there were definitely a few moments that made the cast blush.
So my legs behind my feet had to kind of like climb the wall. I was in this like inverted wheelbarrow. I'll show you.
I had a really awkward moment because like the way we were shooting, that Miles and I had this scene and there were a ton of paparazzi. And during my coverage, I was trying to do like a real scene, but they're all taking pictures.
That Awkward Moment is rated R and hits theaters on Friday, January 31st. MJ Acosta, Local 10 News. Jonathan Martin is speaking to the media for the first time since leaving the Miami Dolphins. The offensive lineman gave his half of the story Tuesday, making his first remarks about the bullying scandal in an interview with former NFL head coach Tony Dungy. Martin says he stands by his decision to leave the team.
I'm a grown man. I've been in locker rooms. There's vulgar language used in locker rooms. One instance doesn't bother me. It's the persistence of it. I wish I would have had more tools to solve my situation, but I felt trapped, like I didn't have a way to make it right. Came down to the point where, I thought it was best just to remove myself from the situation.
We all remember the seemingly never-ending saga with Martin and his former teammate Richie Incognito. So will either of them play in the NFL again? No word on Martin's future in football. Incognito becomes a free agent this winter, but as far as his spot on the Dolphins roster, well, mum's the word. Well, it was just a week ago when the pop star was handcuffed and questioned at the Miami Beach Police Department. And now he did it all over again for another case, which means he's been taken into police custody twice in just 1 week. Under a crush of cameras and a flurry of fans, Bieber bolted from an SUV and into the Toronto police station to be booked again on another criminal charge. He's accused of assaulting a limousine driver there about a month ago. While at the station, he signed a citation and was released on his own recognizance. As for the pop star's run-in with the police in Miami Beach last week, Bieber has pleaded not guilty to charges of DUI, resisting arrest, and driving with an expired license. He'll be arraigned on Valentine's Day. Police maintain Bieber and a buddy were pulled over for street racing, and so far, no surveillance video has surfaced to show the car speeding. And information pulled from GPS devices show the teen never topped 34 miles per hour along Pine Tree Drive. Also this morning, people who aren't happy with Bieber's behavior are taking action. More than 100,000 people have signed a petition to the White House to deport the Canadian pop star, and revoke his green card. But we're told chances of that happening are close to nada.